Alright, hello everyone. So today it's going to be a guide on 8-30. This boss fight is probably going to be the hardest one in this entire Canto. I found the other ones after this boss to be extremely easy compared to this fight, because this fight is fairly unforgiving in that you need to really know what you want to do before you go in, and it has a lot of unbreakable coins. Such fun. So unbreakable coins, the main counter to unbreakable coins is going to be evasion, and so we will be abusing evasion, and we also need to watch out for this guy's 6 coin unbreakable attack at some point later on, and we will be using everything in our arsenal in order to try and avoid even going into that stage. So what is the game plan here? The game plan is we will take a 2 sinking team comp over here. They don't need to do an incredible amount of sinking. They just need to do enough sinking to make him not clash at all. We are going to try to make him unable to clash any of our characters, and we will of course borrow or just bring a very OP Faust. Always borrow this Faust for anything in this game. It is just the strongest character in the entire game, right? So to clear this, we just need 2 dodges. So these 2 have dodges, and these 2 also have sinking. If you don't have these exact units, feel free to swap them out. The Ishmael is useful because the Ishmael has the Snag Harpoon ego, and Snag Harpoon is good because it can inflict 6 bind next turn. That's useful for some of the boss's mechanics, so I like to bring her along. For Honglu, if you don't have this Honglu, don't worry, you can still use something like K-Corp Honglu, you can use Ting Tang Honglu, you can use any Honglu, because most of them usually have an evasion of some sort. Even Full Stop has an evasion if you want to use a Full Stop party if you have it. Right? This boss is not that hard once you understand what it's doing, and basically we have sinking here to make it even easier, and then we bring the super giga DPS Faust to just go and solo every single turn. Right?
진리를 열기 위해
Alright, so in this fight here, first turn, it is basically a setup turn because you are 100% getting staggered. Look at this, if I just drag her skill tree, she is hopeless on every single thing. This is the super strong Faust, by the way. So what is first turn all about? First turn is simply just getting some statuses or getting some setups done. So here we use the skill 2. Skill 2 to discard skill 3 to activate Insight level 3 on our Dichi, and then after that for our Molar, we just attack this purple skill here, and for Faust, I think I'll actually use my skill tree here because I want to get my assist defenses as soon as possible so I can start farming my stacks. Right, so the goal here is actually to get everyone staggered as much as possible. If everyone gets staggered, then you don't have to deal with your stagger bar for the next section. You cannot actually die in this first stage, this first section here. You always get hard locked to your final stagger bar. So for Honglu is about 41-ish. I think it's about, what, 20% HP lock? Yeah, 41 HP here again, as you can see. So you basically can't die. He can't kill you on round 1. He's taking it easy on you. Okay, we trigger assist defense 1 time, I think, there, although we failed. It's no problem at all, because we generally just wanted to activate Strider that turn. Alright, so now we have 0 Tianju star, and we also have 1 insight. Sorry, 3 insight. So we want to start dodging forever with Honglu. If you don't know this tech, basically once you start dodging, Honglu can never discard his card, which means that he stays at the insight he is at forever. So I want to lock in level 3 forever, so I'll just do that. I want him to farm sanity, so I'll send him to fight some people. Okay, dominating, and then this part here is attacking our Faust. What we're going to do is we're going to use our, sorry, not Faust, attacking our Ishmael. So we want Ishmael to be attacked here. She's being attacked by 2 skills, so perfect. We will make Faust intercept the super strong one, and then Faust will also intercept this because we're getting assist defense, and then that one will hit Faust, and it does basically no damage because Faust will resist slashing, so that is not an issue. Very nice, good sanity farm there. Don't worry if you lose some clashes. Shit like this is going to happen no matter what. Alright, nice. We got a significant amount of sinking applied onto him. This will make our future clashes a lot easier. Especially if Honglu can win this one. Very nice. That's going to be a lot of sinking damage, and minus 17 means that we will most likely win everything already. Okay, so now that he's reloaded his gun, he's going to start using his Blasting Shatter Slash. For this skill, you want to always dodge it. You don't have to dodge it with Honglu or anyone specifically, but these 4 characters here, all of them have a dodge available for you to go and do it. If you don't have any of these characters, then you probably only have 2 or you have 4 still because you have some other people here. In which case, just use the best and highest sanity to try to dodge this thing over here. His sanity will usually be lower than yours in this situation. So you will most likely be able to win this. If you don't win it, no worries. It's not the end of the world if you lose 1 or 2 of these clashes here. Alright, so we're going to counter this skill over here. Yeah, probably this skill over here. And then we will have Ishmael go and clash over here. Honglu cannot clash because he's the prey right now. But he can, however, do evasion shenanigans because he is Honglu. Right, so let's see, 1 extra attack hits Honglu there, we have our assist defense trigger and perfection. Okay, very nice. His sanity is about to drop even more. The power of base evade of 10 right there, you see that? Beautiful. Oh, he dropped to 4 over there, but luckily he only rolled 4. Whew, lucky. Okay. Alright, so... Oh shit, we discarded something because I used the evasion skill. It's still fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna dominating here, farm some more sanity, and then we are going to evade this thing here so that we can throw away our skill tree so that we can get our insight back to level 3. Okay, so here we have 1 skill tree in hand for Tilu. You actually use this skill because this skill gives you assist defense, and then you don't have to counter with the other one if you don't want to, because the other one you can only trigger assist defense once per turn, so it's not that important if you don't want to. What I could do, however, is I could counter to get the assist defense, then use another skill instead, so I can actually keep this for another turn. So we'll do something like offset this thing here, and then we can clash this thing here. Offset, favored, dominating, defense, okay. Then we will clash with this skill, evade with this skill, just to make sure, and then 1 attack will go here, and we have assist defense activated, so we should be able to get this thing here. Yeah, this one's combat start. Alright, minus 35 sanity. He basically can't do anything anymore to us. You are no longer a threat. And this is going to basically lock it in. Minus 42, minus 45. Yep. Oh shit, Honglu forgot to dodge. It's fine, it's fine. 1 or 2 hits won't kill him. But Honglu failing the dodge there sucks. That's really all I have to say about it. Okay, so he's going to start using his Tangle Cleaver attack now. It's going to go onto Honglu. His sanity is minus 44, which means that our odds of dodging this is very high. If you are scared, use the Molar Ishmael one if you have her, because it's a lot more consistent. And then since Faust is so fast, she actually tends to get a turn here. So what you can do is you can just attack with Faust a few times here. So we'll just use this and this and this, and then we will use, let's see, what should I do here? Okay, evade, use this skill here, and then just evade, use this skill here, and then this skill here, and then this skill here, and then this skill last. Okay, something like that works out pretty well. Tangle Cleaver, if he eats, I think, was it 10? Yeah, if he eats 10, he gets attack weight. If that's the case, then it's better to actually use something like the evasion here, so that Honglu will also be evading, and then both of them won't take any damage. See, both of them take no damage. That's how it works. Right, nothing happens. Alright, no problem. So now he has that 9 sanity. He regenerated quite a bit. So now we just keep clashing as per normal. Oh, I had to discard my Insight Tree again because I used a dodge for Honglu to avoid damage. So I will need to discard again, skill 2. And then this one here, I'll just use it as per normal. Okay. Right, what else do we need to do here? Skill 3 over here. Defense from Ishmael over here. This thing over here. And then I will let one attack who? Ishmael. Okay. Oh, no, it can't be Ishmael because Ishmael has defense. Take note of this. If you are using your defense with this character, then assist defense won't trigger for this kind of attack here. In which case, you need Honglu to be the one that gets attacked. There. So Honglu doesn't use any defense. Remember that. Alright, so this defense, defense, defense. And then this attack is hitting Ishmael. So we can intercept that with our Faust. And then this one hits Honglu, who's not using any defenses, which means that we will be good to go.
어두운 무지를 열어젖히라.
돌아오고 서 있으면 못 떨어진다.
Alright, we shall apply some depression onto him. That will make him unable to fight back. Okay, alright, nice. We have our first level 3 here, so we can just pop that and discard it. Okay, we're gonna clash that. And then for this top part, we are going to clash this. Is there a third attack hitting Honglu? Okay, in that case, I'm just going to hit blindly over here. Let this one hit Honglu. I'm going to activate our assist defense onto which skill? This one. Okay. Okay, something weaker. How about that one? Yep. Triple Sandblast, we can let Ishmael handle it. And then we will evade the Blasting Scatter Slash. One attack hits Honglu, one attack hits Zilu. So we can just go and clash that one that's hitting Zilu. And then we shall hit him one-sidedly with another attack here. Alright, double check everything and let's fly.
어두운 무지를 열어젖히라.
돌아오고 서 있으면 못 떨어진다.
Oh no, she lost. No problem. 1 or 2 losses won't end this run. Okay, now he's going to use his big attack here. He does not have any inner strength, which means there is going to be a single target onto our Honglu. We can intercept with any fast character. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Faust to intercept this. No, sorry, not Faust, Ishmael. And then we're just going to swing every other attack here, farm some assist defense here. And boom. Okay, that should work out pretty well here. Let's go.
어두운 무지를 열어젖히라.
Even if it hits you, don't worry about it. It only does about like 30 to 40% of your life. It's not going to kill you. Okay. Evasion onto this thing here. And then let's see. Clash this, clash this. No prey today. Very nice. If there's no prey, then we don't have to worry so much about it. Ooh, all of these are hitting Zilu, which kind of suck. I need something that hits Honglu. Which one of you are hitting Honglu? Let's take out the Honglu ones. Ishmael ones. Wow, that is super unlucky. Which means that Ishmael can't dodge at all this turn. Okay, Honglu, you're gonna be my dodger then for this turn. It sucks. I have to reset him back to 2 insight because of this. But I must always trigger the assist defense every single turn, no matter what. So no dodging for Ishmael today. Instead, she will be clashing every single attack that she can here. Okay, something like that will do. And then one more hit goes to Ishmael, yes? I need to make one hit to go to Ishmael. That one. Okay, we'll choose that one. And then Ishmael can just punch one-sidedly here. That one triggers the Chilu defense. And then we clash that one. Alright, perfect. Yes, alright. Fire away. Everything looks good to me. Okay, so now he's gonna start getting unbreakable coins. That's just because we are in one of his phases. We're in the phase where he will start hitting us with unbreakables on his purple skills as well. Don't worry, because we will kill him way faster than this is going to kill us. It takes very, very long for this burn to kill us, and by then he's definitely dead, that's for sure.
야, 이건 좀 받아보라.
Yep, balanced character by the way. Balanced. Alright, so no assist defense this turn, so no worries. All we need to do is just start pummeling the shit out of him with our strongest attacks here. Use every single good skill you got to nuke him to 0. Such balance. Such balance. Alright, -1 sanity. He uses this Savage Tiger Slayer's Blade. This one hurts like hell. So it is highly recommended to use something to win this or just freaking dodge the shit out of it. Alright, if you dodge like this, everyone's gonna get hit. If I dodge with my Ishmael, what's gonna happen? Everyone's gonna get hit again by the AoE of the attack. So if I were to dodge these two, I have a chance to basically not take any damage with them, which means that the only one that takes damage is going to be my Faust. And that is totally fine by me actually, because Faust can full face tank this thing if she wanted to. Although if you don't want to risk that, because you have like too many of these debuffs on yourself, like what I have right now, then you might want to consider winning the clash then. In which case, just use a really powerful ego that you might have to just win this clash. What ego can I use to win this clash? I can use D-Shredder in this case, okay. We use a Dimension Shredder. We will use a guard skill on top of that, because I also don't want to take any damage. And then Ishmael can just pop every single guard, doesn't matter. Zulu can just pop everything here, doesn't matter. And boom, okay, something like that. We hit him like that so he doesn't do a billion damage to us. He lowers the damage output by, I think, 80% or something like that. It still does a crap ton of damage no matter what, so... Yeah, but see, I get to evade. Yeah, evasion baby, evasion. Okay. Right, so now that we settled that, it's just business as usual. When he summons these soldados, forget about them, they're useless. Actually useless, like forget about them. We're gonna guard this skill over here. We're gonna evasion this skill over here. Honglu's being attacked by which skill? By this one, so we're gonna let this one go through. Okay, skill tree here. Honglu can discard his skill tree here, very good. I want him to discard. Oh, he's the prey right now, so he's not gonna have a good time. So instead, we're gonna swing around here. So that one will hit Honglu, and then we intercept the last two with Zilu here. Okay. This one is hitting who? Molar Ishmael. Molar Ishmael can handle that. Okay, excellent. So now Honglu's getting hit one-sidedly. We are activating our 6 defense every single turn. Good to go.
불가위야 막아내지 못하리.
Don't worry about the big burn that's building up on us. Remember that burn takes very, very long to kill you. Oh dear, they just ruled. That sucks. Okay, it's fine.
어디야? 이건 좀 받아보라.
Alright, nice. Great dodges. Alright, we're in the last phase already. We just need to get him to about, I think, 600 HP and we are good to go. Okay, but the fight is essentially the same. All you need to do is just keep winning the same clashes as you've been winning before. That purple skill is the one that's hitting me, is it? Yep, that purple skill is the one hitting me, so we'll just let that one go through then. And we'll clash other things around. Okay, and then Tulu, activate your power counter. And then you can just clash the favorite reloading and evasion by our Ishmael over here. This one we let it go through. And for this one, the dominating over here. And then hit them with a skill tree for just more fragility since the fight's about to end already.
어두운 무지를 열어젖히라. 직접 열어드리죠.
Alright, getting close to his HP threshold. Like I said, the burn won't kill you that fast. You will kill him way faster.
병력을 새로이
어디야? 이건 좀 받아.
불가피하다면 실책을 세우는 것이 자신이다.
Alright, hit the HP threshold, 420. Fight's over, people.
아래 여기까지 몬 것도 징한 일이다. 근데 요신기대야. 이기려면 그 칼을 싸게 뽑았어야지.
Alright, see, not so bad once you have some good control over the fight. And as you can see here, the character is absolutely not balanced at all. Yep, you could use a burn strat if you wanted to also. If you have burn strat, you can use rupture, full Mao team also can. It's just that because you have evasion on the party, the unbreakable coins are not an issue. And if you have Mao with 2 action slots, she just solos the fight by herself pretty much. Right, so that's going to be it, guys. That is probably cheaper strats than this, but this is honestly the most comfortable one that I found so far for myself. I think that is reasonable. You just basically control him the whole game, and then this character here just solos the whole fight for you. So if you just don't want to deal with his shit anymore, take some team like this. Remember that you don't need her to be very high level, neither do you need Honglu to be very high level, because you're using mostly their evasions. The only one that you need a really invested one in is the Mao Branch Faust, because that character wants to do a lot of damage if possible. Alright, so that's it. Thanks guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.